Hey guys, Sean Ryan here from yourbrainwaves.com, and I want to tell you about this new brainwave entrainment program that I've been using called Neuro Programmer 3. It's really interesting. Basically, it's this software program that helps you create different brainwave entrainment sessions, and I don't know if you've ever created any, but I used to use a program called Binaural, and it's not the best program, not the easiest to use or figure out, and it's not that customizable. It's kind of a pain in the butt to use. So when I found this, I was just shocked because basically, I mean, if you listen to brainwave entrainment at all, you probably have been buying individual tracks one at a time. They're like $3 to $15 each, and if you want to target different frequencies or buy ones with different guided meditations or something on them, then you're literally trying to build up a library of brainwave entrainment, and it can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars. Whereas if you use a program like Neuro Programmer 3 and you can create your own in a very easy way, you can literally have any session you want, any frequency. You can record your own voice doing affirmations over top of it, and it's all built into this one system. It's pretty much a no-brainer for those of you that are into brainwave entrainment. If you're unfamiliar with brainwave entrainment, um, you need to go to yourbrainwaves.com. There's all kinds of stuff to read about what it is and how to use it. It's a really, really great resource. And there's even a newsletter that you can sign up for where you get a book and it explains anything and everything you wanted to know about it, and also gives you a free MP3 so you can kind of check it out, listen to it for yourself, see if it works for you. And it definitely works for most people. All right, so the rest of this video, we're going to take a look inside Neuro Programmer 3. I'm going to kind of show you some of the customizable features that are included with this software and some things that you can do with it. So here we go. Okay, so here we're looking at the product page for Neuro Programmer 3. I'm going to take you through the whole buying process and all that kind of stuff so you can see that I actually bought the product and I'm using it. You have the regular edition and you also have the Ultimate Edition. If you scroll down here, you can see some of the features that come with both. The biggest thing that you get going with the Ultimate Edition is more editing capabilities, which actually, as you'll see later, is quite beneficial. So I'm going to add the Ultimate Edition to my cart. And then, as you can see here, we have the option. They give you a pretty good discount on Thought Sounds 1, Thought Sounds 2, and then if you want to get both of them as a package, I'll show you how much you save. I'm going to add that to my cart there. Gives you your total. And by no means are these necessary, but I'm going to get them because I like all these extra sounds that you can get to really create the session that you want. All right, and then you got your checkout. You're going to fill out your whole information and buying process and all that. Then there's the thank you page. All right, and then when you open up the session for the first time, they kind of give you an overview. These are the people that shouldn't listen to brainwave entrainment and some tips on what you should be doing while you're listening and all that kind of stuff, just to make sure they cover themselves. All right, and then we're going to go to the setup wizard to get this started. And this is really cool. They take you through this series of questions. So basically, they're just going to guide you through, and they're going to see what you have, and they're going to give you a recommended list of sessions to start out with. And this one's probably the most important page. You're going to kind of click through and see what you're most interested in. They're going to give you some recommendations here in a minute. So I'm just going to kind of click a few that interest me. And then we'll go ahead and go on to the next screen. And then it kind of gives you the mood. You can do the setup wizard whenever you want, and it'll give different recommendations, so you can kind of give your mood at the moment. And then kind of how long you have to do it, and other things you want to incorporate, like hypnosis and some different things like that. And you don't have to be experienced with brainwave entrainment to use this, so they give you that kind of option. They'll give you some different suggestions based on the level of different things that you've done. All right, and then that's just kind of a courtesy question, and they'll always kind of tell you that headphones are definitely highly recommended. Brainwave entrainment always works better if you're using headphones so you can kind of get in that zone. All right, and this is where they talk about how they're going to give you certain recommendations. All right, and then you go to getting started. We actually get to start making our first session. There's just a little intro for you. All right, and then here is where they show you all the sessions. Actually, I have 120 preloaded sessions for you already. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to the meditation, and then you can see all the different sessions that are in this one. And then those little green tabs, they kind of give you recommended ones based on the setup wizard that you did before. There's a little bit of extra info about each session before you do it. And they're going to ask you what kind of modifications you want to make to it. And I'm actually going to click both so we can see all of those. And this is also really cool. They have this mental programming guide, and you can go through and they give you all this information based on the particular session that you chose. And they give you different kind of recommendations, ways to go about doing it, kind of some hints. It says keep at it, and then they got all these extra different ones on the side for all the other ones. Here we're going to add some affirmations. This is cool also. You can add pre-recorded affirmations or you can record your own. I'm just going to go ahead and add some pre-recorded ones so you can get an idea of how many ones they actually already have done for you, and all you have to do is just add them in. So it'll load this whole list. You can see there's quite a few of them, and they're recorded pretty well, actually. And there's a few more down there at the bottom that I didn't even open up, but I'm just going to go ahead and click a few of them here so you can see how they work. I'm going to get them loaded up there. Shows you how long they are. And there's a bunch of different things that we can do with those also. We can totally customize like when we want them to start, how many times they repeat. They'll also show you how many times or how much time in between each session that you want to do it. You can customize that, and if you want them to stop before the end of the recording, you can adjust the volume here with this little bar. And they let you preview it before you even do it, so you can see if it's the right volume. And then they have all these different effects that you can add. You can make an echo effect or reverb or pitch change, tempo, all that kind of stuff, and you can preview it in that screen also. All right, so they're going to add them in there for you. And then that go ahead and take us to our actual session. And here you can just go ahead and play it while you're in there. It gives you a little bit of extra information about it. Or we can go ahead and export it. We can put it on an MP3 and put it right on our iPod and take it wherever we want with us. And we also have this editing button over here. And this is with the Ultimate Edition. And this makes it really cool, especially with those thought sounds that I got. We can go in and we can edit individual tracks on this. We can change the volume. We can play the session from in here if we want. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can add in some different things. You can actually add in a new sound file. You can pull anything from your computer that you want. So if you have some other music that you want to put on there, or if you have the thought sounds, like I got the thought sounds, but these are all ones that have been preloaded. These are just extra bonus things that we can add in here. I added in this thunderstorm extra sound, and you can go about muting them, or you can solo one just to hear what it sounds like. You can delete individual tracks. You can have just one thing going on at a time. I mean, it's totally customizable, and you have each of these little dots on there. You can change anything and everything you want about how this session plays. You can change volume of individual tracks or anything like that. Okay, and you can save it, export it. It has a bunch of extra features that I don't even use, like the biofeedback and all that kind of stuff. If you want to really get into it, you can do that, but that's kind of some more advanced stuff. All right, and then it takes us back to our normal screen, and we can play it from there if we want. So that's my look into Neuro Programmer 3. Hopefully you've seen that this is a really easy program to use for creating your own brainwave entrainment. My final verdict on Neuro Programmer, if you're already used brainwave entrainment, then this is a no-brainer. You're going to save money. You're going to have more sessions. This is the best way to go, in my opinion. If you're looking for anything from recharging your affirmation sessions, if you're into hypnosis, reprogramming your subconscious mind, improving cognition, cognitive skills, or just looking to relax and relieve stress, this is the best program that I've seen. If you're new to brainwave entrainment, you might want to try some individual recordings. I would suggest the Unexplainable Store. I'll link it below also. And that's probably a good option for figuring out if brainwave entrainment is for you before you invest in Neuro Programmer. Or you could just go for it. That's still my suggestion. And that's all I got. Try Neuro Programmer today by clicking on the link below. And don't forget to check out yourbrainwaves.com, and I'll see you there.